Radiating light and shining bright. I am lunarastarshine, and in today's video I want to share with you some tips on how you can develop your psychic intuition, develop your psychic awareness, and get in tune with your own body's signals to psychic information. So, I don't know if you know this, but not only psychics are psychic, but everyone is psychic. The professionals working as psychic have simply developed their psychic senses by utilizing them and putting them into practice every single day. And every one of us has the ability of a psychic. Now, what psychics do, hotline psychics and things like that, now they will give you a prediction of what your future will be based on your present vibration. So however you're feeling and whatever you're going in asking, you are actually determining the outcome of that prediction based on your own present vibration, which is why you go to different psychics and they'll give you a different interpretation, or they'll give you a different prophecy for your future because how you are in the current state. Because truly there are infinite paths that your life could take, and those will all be decided based on your current vibration. So if you're coming from, if you have a lower vibration and your outlook is not so good, most likely the psychic's information for you is also going to be not so good. But if you're coming from a place where I know this is going to happen, I know it's just going to work out, and then you go to a psychic, well, the psychic is going to tell you it's going to work out, because we're all mirrors, and intuitives are simply mirrors and mirroring the information that you need to hear at that moment that is going to help you along your journey. But there's no actual way for a psychic to give you the exact truth of the future, because it's all relative to your choices and your actions and your current state, because truthfully only the present moment exists, because we can interpret the past, we can interpret the future, but it is all based on our present awareness. And that's how a psychic is able to pick up certain intuitive insights and read other people. So if you want to, now, using your intuition and your psychic senses can help you to make better decisions, and can also just help you be aware of what's going on in your life or with other people. And you already do this naturally. For example, you're thinking of somebody that day and they give you a call. So that's our own psychic intuition picking up on things that are going to happen, or somebody else is thinking about us or we're thinking about them, because there is no separation. I believe that we're all connected through these streams of thoughts and this frequency and energy. It's not necessarily visible unless you look for it, but we're all connected through these streams of thought. Think about how your cell phones work. So there's no actual visible line between our phones and the satellites or towers, and yet we're still able to receive phone calls. But there's no visible line. So the same thing applies to our own telepathic senses, our own psychic intuition. We're able to receive thoughts through these invisible lines, basically. And the same way our phones pick up reception and receive phone calls or even connect to Wi-Fi, there are these invisible waves of energy going on that we're able to tap into. And the more you practice tapping into these streams of thought or energy, the more psychic and intuitive you're going to get, because you'll be able to pick up on certain things going on with other people because you've practiced utilizing your awareness towards that. So One of the ways that I've strengthened my own intuition and psychic senses is through working with oracle cards and simply doing readings for other people, doing tarot card readings. And it's all about trusting your ability to sense what's going on with the other person. And as soon as you can trust yourself, and truly it's not you, it's the divine, and it's whatever needs to come in at that moment. You gotta allow trust, and you gotta just go for it. Meditation is obviously one of the most profound ways to develop and exercise your own intuition. Practicing meditation daily for 5-10 minutes a day will help you to strengthen your intuition. There are multiple exercises that you can do to strengthen your intuition, such as maybe you pull some cards out without looking at them. If you work with oracle or tarot cards, you can pull some out without looking at the front, and you can just psychically read what you think that card is going to say or be about. And that is the first way you should start reading cards anyway, is by getting the sense, getting the feeling of what that card wants to tell you before you even flip it over. And then you'll see how the image and what you intuitively picked up on reflect on one another. So because there are all these streams of thoughts and energy that are all connected, streaming into our own being, we are able to interpret that information. Now yes, it can also be misinterpreted or misunderstood if we don't hear a certain thing, and it can be all mixed up. So never rely on one psychic or one psychic's information to be 100% accurate. Even predictions that people do for the upcoming month or for the upcoming week. And I do readings. I do readings for other people, but I will tell you to not rely on them fully. Now, I may be able to pick up some information that you need to hear right there in that present moment, but that's only in this moment. In the next moment, it might change for you, depending on your circumstances, depending on what it is that you choose that you want to do in your life. Another tool that you can use to assist you in your psychic awareness and intuitive awareness is crystals. Now, there are multiple crystals that will enhance your psychic intuitive senses. One of the most popular and best tools you can use is the amethyst crystal. The amethyst crystal is definitely a psychics and mystics crystal to use, because it's purple, so it's vibrating at the rate of the crown chakra, and the crown chakra is truly where we receive a lot of information from the divine. Now, we also receive information through our gut and through our solar plexus, so any crystals that have to do with the solar plexus area. So this area, this upper abdomen area on your body, is where you'll receive a lot of psychic hits. So say you're entering a new situation and you get a hit in that area, maybe it's a warning telling you not to go further or telling you to go home because that situation isn't for you. Or maybe you get the sense to cross your arms like that. When you cross your arms and they're over your upper abdomen, you're protecting yourself and you're blocking yourself from a certain energy. You might have sensed that there's an energy that wants to get in your space, and your body intuitively knows to cross its arms in order to block that energy from coming into your field. So there are a number of ways, multiple ways, to develop your psychic intuition. Again, using the amethyst crystal, having it on your person, will help you to pick up on certain things going on in your environment and just will help you to amplify your awareness. Another great stone for your third eye and developing your third eye, using your clairvoyance, is going to be the lapis lazuli stone. That definitely helps with your third eye, and a number of other crystals that you can do your own research on. Maybe I'll do another video in the future on crystals. So I encourage you to practice using your intuition. A great book that you can read on developing intuition is Practical Intuition by Laura Day. I read this book and it helped me to really believe. It helped me to believe in my own psychic awareness and psychic abilities. There's all kinds of different ways you can use your intuition to help other people, to help yourself make the right decisions in life, and to just pay attention a little more when you get hits of insight. You know, what is the universe trying to tell me when I get certain hits of insights, whether that's seeing a sign over and over, or hearing a song over and over. It just, the song comes up, or maybe a number, seeing numbers all the time. The more you pay attention to these symbols and signs, you're going to be developing your intuition, because you're like, okay, I see that something is trying, the universe is trying to tell me something through these signs and through these symbols. And it's up to you what you do with that information. I highly suggest recording the psychic insights that you get throughout your day through journaling, because that will strengthen your intuition, because you're like, hey, universe, I am paying attention to these things, and I want to see things even more and more clearly. So again, the most helpful tools in developing your psychic intuition are simply meditation, and practicing and exercising awareness. You can practice with oracle and tarot cards to get clearer psychic hits. Practice journaling, writing down any records of the day that may have to do with psychic or intuitive insight, as well as working with crystals such as the amethyst, lapis lazuli, quartz crystals, and any other crystals you feel called to work with. All of them really can help you with understanding and relating to energy, and becoming aware of your own telekinesis, and becoming aware of your own psychic hits throughout the day. Again, that means you're thinking of somebody, they give you a call, you just have a feeling about something happening. It is happening. Pay attention to these insights, because you are psychic. You are naturally a psychic intuitive. I don't particularly prefer the word psychic. I prefer the word intuitive, because psychic kind of has some negative connotations because of the way that psychics had abused their power over the last few hundred years, through manipulating people by telling them these stories of their future and getting them kind of hooked in. Thankfully now, I think that is transitioning to where psychics are really just guides and can offer you simple guidance or a predicted future that could occur if you stay on the track you're on. But note that is only one out of infinite possibilities that can happen. You can always change the direction of your future by just changing a little bit here and there, what you're choosing in your day-to-day routine and how you're believing and seeing the world. And yes, and again, the book to use to develop your intuition, Practical Intuition by Laura Day, is a great book. Continue using your intuition, because it is part of our expansion. It is part of our ascension of planet Earth. It is part of our human development to develop these skills so that we can truly go on to be telepathic and telekinesis and have all these different, almost X-Men superhero qualities. And because as humans evolve, I definitely believe these things are possible for us, but not if we aren't exercising our abilities that we have now and strengthening our own intuitive and psychic muscle to become more aware of our current reality. Alrighty. Alright, I'm signing off. I'm lunarastarshine. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it helps you to develop your psychic intuitive awareness. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Please like this video if you like it, and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more informative videos on expansion and using your intuition and health and all that yummy, yummy stuff. I'm Lunarastarshine. Thank you for watching. Namaste.
Listen,